Now, if you've ever tried to switch your mortgage lender or a mobile phone contract, you'll know that it can be a tricky and fairly frustrating process. Now there are plans for consumers to be able to change providers much more quickly. Energy firms, phone companies, broadband suppliers and even mortgage providers are all included. Under the new proposals, the government wants customers to be able to switch service providers within just 7 days. They say telecoms customers should receive automatic compensation when things go wrong. And they say mobile phone users should be able to unlock their phones at the end of a contract for free. It currently costs us, in total, around £48 million to do that. I'm joined by personal finance expert Jasmine to discuss this. And Jasmine, this is part of a consultation document put forward today. It's a long way from becoming reality, any of this. But let's look at mortgages first. It can take, well, how long can it take at the moment? And is it feasible that it can take just 7 days?
Well, at the moment, it can take up to 3 months to switch your mortgage, which is crazy. Generally speaking, you're talking 4 to 8 weeks. I do think, though, that 7 days is really pushing it for mortgage. I mean, I'm all for this quicker, easier switching, but with mortgages, you've got various different things. You have to get a valuation, for example. So you've got to get a valuer there. You've got to find a time when you're in, they can get into all of that kind of nonsense. And you might have a specialist type of mortgage. Maybe it's a guarantor mortgage. There are all sorts of bits and pieces. So I think 7 days is really pushing it. But maybe 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, maybe, you could go for a month. Certainly, as it is at the moment, it is too long.
What can people do right now if they want to switch?
Well, yes, I think that with switching a mortgage at the moment, there are a few things you need to be aware of. Firstly, it costs, and it will cost later on, even if the amount of time it takes reduces, it will still cost. There's an exit fee usually, and certainly a setup fee. And so it's a really good idea to speak to a mortgage advisor and do the money, actually do the calculations, because sometimes, even if you've got a cheaper mortgage, the amount that you have to pay just to get out of one and get into another can make it not worthwhile.
Looking at mobiles as well, I mean, 48 million quid to just unlock the things at the end of a contract.
Crazy.
It seems crazy.
Absolutely. And I am really keen for the whole telecoms industry to have a really good shake-up here, because, it's, as you say, mobile phone unlocking is ridiculous how much we have to pay there. But also broadband. Now, switching broadband is an incredibly complicated thing, and it really shouldn't be. And in this country, we are pretty much forced to have a landline if you want broadband. And loads of people now don't even bother using their landline. So you're paying for extra. So I think before they start doing this whole sort of 7-day switching thing with broadband, they need to find a way to create a divorce, if you like, between landlines and broadband.
That would be handy. Save a bit more money for us as well. Jasmine, many thanks.
Thanks.